16 mysterious creatures caught on live TV. Number 16. This live interview was taken somewhere in South America. Only when the footage was later zoomed in and enhanced were they able to discover something strange in the background. It appears to be some sort of extraterrestrial creature with arms that are as long as its legs, can be seen casually walking towards them. Its motives are unknown, but it doesn't appear to be alarmed or threatening. If this isn't CGI, then this is certainly a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence captured live. Number 15. A group of forest rangers set up a camera at the Platte River State Fish Hatchery in Michigan to live stream a nest of baby bald eagles maturing. They never intended to capture a second, much larger creature during the live feed. A giant humanoid figure, covered in what appears to be black fur, prowls around the forest floor below. It doesn't look like any other native forest animal, as it clearly stands upright and swings its arms while walking. Maybe it's a person in a full bodysuit, or maybe it's an actual Bigfoot. Then again, since numerous other Bigfoot sightings have been reported in the state over the years, it very well could be legitimate. Number 14. This aerial footage was broadcast live during a period of bad weather in Hebron, Ohio. Take a look at this flooded neighborhood and tell me if you see anything abnormal lurking in the dirty brown water. A worm-like creature appears to wind its way around a house shortly before the camera zooms out. While this could be an ordinary piece of driftwood from the way it's moving in the water, I wouldn't be surprised if the floodwaters caused some sort of giant parasite to emerge from the sewers below. Number 13. This soccer match appears to be interrupted by a creature from another dimension. One team is about to go for a penalty kick when a strange white figure literally runs through everyone in the crowd without slowing down. I heard that this kind of effect could be a camera malfunction, but since everyone on the field is still standing still, I don't understand how this kind of glitch can happen. If someone has an explanation for this situation, please let me know in the comments below, because this definitely looks like it could be some sort of transparent creature to me. Number 12. This video was streamed live during the 2014 tsunami in Japan. While this man records the rushing waters washing away his neighborhood, he sees what could be a strange figure briefly climb a building and then disappear. Watch again in slow motion and tell me if you see the white creature. I personally think that it just could be a wave, but I'm not sure. Look closely and you'll see how the wave suddenly seems to change course in mid-air and go onto a roof instead. I know that tsunamis have tremendous amount of force, so maybe this is just what happens when strong waves hit. On the other hand, the person who recorded this video swears that it was a well-camouflaged creature. I'd like to know if you think he's right. Number 11. This video was streamed live from Telemark, Norway. A YouTuber named Odins2 sees a giant disturbance in the water, so he pulls over and starts recording. This is what he sees. It starts out as a long and skinny shimmering mass, but after a while it really starts to take form, especially in the center, possibly as the monster rises very close to the surface. Since there are no boats nearby and the water is mostly calm, many people suspect that this is a famous legendary sea serpent named Seljord, which is Norwegian for Selma. It's kind of like Norway's version of the Loch Ness Monster. I guess it could just be fishing nets or a long string of garbage instead, but it's hard to tell for certain. Maybe someone out there with fishing experience can let me know if it looks like any of those things. Number 10. The Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana has been named one of the most haunted places in America. As Vanessa Bolano was doing a news report on ABC, something strange flies past her in the background. This small white specter moves extremely fast and doesn't appear to be a piece of dust or any kind of light reflection. Beyond that, I find it to be an extremely strange coincidence that she happens to be talking about the 12 spirits shortly before this takes place. I guess they could have edited this in for ratings, but given the reputation of this area, I think it could very well be paranormal. Number 9. A local journalist is covering the wintry weather in Springfield, Massachusetts, when a much more interesting story pops up behind her. The creature looks slow and powerful as it lumbers towards them. Bad weather or not, I find it hard to believe that a monster would just walk around a busy town without some sort of immediate police response. It doesn't look like a computer-generated effect, so this was likely just a person in a costume. Number 8. A YouTuber named Jake Catera lives outside of an Air Force base somewhere in southeast Michigan. He had been seeing some strange things in the sky, so he decided to point his security camera straight up and live stream. Not too long after, he captured this strange sighting. Jake Catera isn't sure if this is an alien UFO, a secret government project, or some sort of paranormal orb, but he is sure that it was scanning the ground as if looking for something. Let me know if you have a reasonable explanation for this, or if you have seen anything that looks similar, especially if you live in the same state as the cameraman. Number 7. A YouTuber named Arihant Jain is live streaming a road trip when suddenly an unidentified creature bursts through the traffic, nearly causing a wreck. The speeding object leaves a short trail of fire behind, almost like it has a turbocharger of some sort, yet it's going way too fast to be an ordinary vehicle. My guess is this is a computer-generated special effect, but if that is the case, then I don't know how he got the cars to slow down all at once to make this shot look so realistic. Maybe there was traffic ahead or something, and he edited this creature in later. Either way, Arihant Jain swears that this video is 100% real, and I'd like to know if you agree with him or not. Number 6. One quiet day in a New Jersey residential neighborhood, a humanoid, bear-like creature was spotted rummaging around multiple people's yards. It looked like any other bear except that it walked on 2 legs like a normal human. Experts have ruled out a person wearing a bear suit, so the only reasonable explanation is that this bear somehow damaged its front paws and has to walk on its hind legs to avoid discomfort. Even if that were so, however, I would think that a bear would have a lot of difficulty trying to walk upright for long distances. This supposed bear appears to be able to do it with no problem, so I'm not sure what's really going on here. Number 5. This live dashcam video was taken somewhere in Russia. It looks like a normal drive when suddenly an enraged creature changes all of that. So the road splitting open doesn't look like CGI to me, which means it's either real or part of a movie set. This next part, however, looks like it could be CGI. The audio kind of sounds like royalty-free stock sound effects, especially the screaming. I noticed that 2 people to the side of the road on the left don't seem to run away, but maybe they are just stunned and watching. Number 4. 2 friends are live streaming in a San Francisco subway tunnel for no reason in particular when they randomly run across something they were never meant to see. A trail of red leads them around a dumpster where they find a distressed woman who is either a victim of her own madness or something else far more sinister. The woman herself is covered in red as she twists and screams on the subway floor. The 2 friends are talking about how they can help this poor creature or if she can even be helped, when suddenly she lets out a shriek and comes flying towards them. It's hard to tell whether she is possessed or just delusional, or simply participating in a very realistic prank. I'm not sure what happened to them next, or if the 2 friends made it out alive. Number 3. A live broadcast in Detroit, Michigan captures a bouncing creature in the forest background. I thought that it might be some kind of fox hopping through the grass, but this humanoid creature almost looks like it's running back into the forest away from sight. Let me know what kind of animal you think this could be, especially if you live in Detroit, and tell me what it looks like when a fox is traveling through tall grass, because that is my best guess. Number 2. This live broadcast captures what appears to be an impossible error on camera. Watch the news anchor on the left and see what happens. Here it is again in slow motion in case you missed it. Everything from a hologram to an alien has been proposed, but I guess this could be some kind of camera malfunction. Maybe someone who knows more about cameras can let me know if this is technical malfunction or not. Number 1. What looks like a routine traffic stop suddenly becomes extraterrestrial within the blink of an eye. A police officer asks for license and registration when things take an unexpected turn. The police officer looks normal up to this point, but then he makes a slight moan and hunches over. And then it looks like he's either abducted or just decimated. It's hard to tell which. You can see all that's left is a smoldering pile of ashes. I can't tell if his clothes were disintegrated as he was beamed up into a ship or if he was simply disintegrated by an energy force field. This could be scripted, but the text in the bottom right and the police chatter both seem authentic, so maybe this video is real after all. If anyone understands police code and knows what they are saying in the background radio chatter, please let me know. Maybe it can help us solve this strange video. Let us know about your mysterious experiences in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.